I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life. If I want to buy that thing on the shelf, I'm going to buy it. If I want to travel somewhere, I'm going to travel.
Imagine being a young man feeling the world is cold. This is me, an immigrant at 5 years old. This is way before the Crow Show. I'm talking about a high school dropout, not knowing which way I'ma go. They thought it was easy, it wasn't easy at all. A father at 17, my problems wasn't resolved. I was locked up a couple of crimes, multiple times. There was no hope, I never gave up. One time I started welding, thought I had a career. Bought my first Bitcoin, 2015 was the year. 3 years after that, I was introduced to the Crow. At that very moment, I knew I wouldn't struggle no more. I did my homework, started accumulating some more. And accumulating some more. I bought a couple shit coins, reinvested into Bitcoin. Now I got a multi-million-dollar business. Many have witnessed that I went from rags to riches. And I didn't have to steal. I was there when Volcano hit 250 mil. I can't explain how it really feels. I got another banger on the way, Promethium Prodigy. I got many people to come along and just follow me. While they was buying memes, we buying technology, waiting for the bull run to hit. Now ain't that some shit? I'ma be responsible for making so many people rich off of a couple flips. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip.
There and you fight it in your head. You sit there and try to convince yourself that, oh, what if it doesn't work? Oh, what if I fail? What if this token doesn't do it? What if this happens? What if that happens? What? That's all you tell yourself. Those thoughts need to disappear from your mind. You need to block those shits, and you need to be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life. Welcome back to the channel, guys. This is Pablo Crow. And like always, super fucking bullish on crypto. Super bullish on everything that's going on in the market. You know, I know everybody's excited, everybody's hyped, and things are looking really bright. But I'm just chilling because I know this is the beginning of the legendary super cycle that many OGs like myself have been waiting for years and years and years. We've been waiting for what's about to come. So to us, it's like we knew it was going to come. We knew it was coming. We just been patiently waiting for a very, very long time. Some of you guys are coming in during this bear market that we had. This might be your first bull run. This might be your secondary bull run because you came on the last one and you've been here going through hell in the bear market. All I can tell you is congratulations for being here today, because you're about to witness something beyond legendary when it comes to cryptocurrency, when it comes to the world, when it comes to finances, when it comes to money. You're gonna witness the next level of financial movement in the globe, in the entire world. All the sectors, all the big money in the world, everybody's gonna start taking crypto serious. Finally, it's coming. We've been talking about Bitcoin all last year, Ethereum, a couple other, plays along the ways, but we've been focusing so much on Bitcoin. A lot of people think that the bull run means everything is pumping and that's all the bull run is. But on a good investor, the bull run means when you're making money. And if you're a good investor, you're always making money, right? But the bull run is going to amplify how you make money. So what's about to happen, what's about to come, it's going to be amazing. And today we're going to be talking about Prometheum Prodigy. I'm going to tell you why. before we even get going today on the show, on the Crow Show. I'm going to tell you why. Prometheum Prodigy is destined to have a phenomenal run because it's covering the sector of artificial intelligence. But it's not just AI. It's not just, oh, it's AI, so it's going to pump. That's not what I mean. What I mean is you got to have a few ingredients to make a project successful. And if you miss one of these ingredients, doesn't matter how good the other ingredients are, you're still missing one ingredient, right? So I'm going to break it down to you. Number one, you have to have a good developing team. You have to. An experienced, crypto knowledgeable developing team. Prometheum Prodigy has that. Number two, you have to have a community that supports the developer. Okay? Number two, Prometheum Prodigy has that. Now, these two right here, if one's missing, the project fails. Doesn't matter how good the dev is. If the community is garbage and they're toxic and they think they're better than everybody else, the project will fail. Or if they fight amongst each other, the project will fail. It doesn't matter how good the developer is. So you got to have a quality developer and a quality community that welcomes everybody that comes in, that respects other projects, that does all these things. You got to have that community. Now, three, the third most valuable thing is, what is it going to do? What is its purpose? How is this different from the 50,000 other cryptos that we have today? Prometheum Prodigy is going to bring the first ever mobile crypto artificial intelligence application to DeFi, to decentralization, to crypto. It is going to open a portal for the outside world to be able to come into crypto a lot easier than what it is today. So you become wealthy based on your value. If you bring a lot to the table, you tend to be doing pretty good financially. But if you bring nothing to the table, you tend to slack and always hurt for money. Prometheum Prodigy is going to bring you Prodigy Flip. Now, when is Prodigy Flip going to come out? They said somewhere within 30 to 60 days around the Bitcoin halving. So in theory, it could be April, it could be May, or it could be June. In theory, right? So anywhere in those months, that's when Prodigy Flip comes out. Now, to me, I just say early summer, just because I don't expect anything sooner than early summer, in my opinion. So you got to have those three major ingredients. If you lack one, you failed. You are not going to be a successful project. You will have limitations. You will hit an all-time high, and you will be done. That's what it is. But when you have three major components in cryptocurrency, and if every cryptocurrency follow these three trajectories, three things that are so valuable, then we would have a lot more projects that are successful. But you always have a greedy developer or a shitty ass community or a garbage utility. See what I'm saying? You got to have the three components. Without any of those components, you failed. That's what it is. But Prometheum Prodigy has it. And that's why I believe that Prometheum Prodigy is a $100 plus coin. I believe that. And we're going to cover more about that today. We're going to talk a lot more about that and why I believe that. And we're going to go into details and talk about all kinds of things. But before anything, man, let's line up the party. Let's enjoy the day like it's supposed to be enjoyed. So I bring you Intermission Dance Party. And then we'll get to the market right after.
Man, who are you?
It's like that.
Hell yeah, raccoons. Dude, we're gonna ride this whole entire bull run. We're gonna talk about fucking raccoons, okay? If you're watching the Crow Show, we're gonna have intermissions. We're gonna talk about raccoons. They're just funny, man. They're fucking funny. All right, it's just what it is. You gotta have fun. Look, one thing that you must understand once you make money, you need to relax. You need to have fun because when you have purchased your time back, you are no longer controlled by anything. You are your self entity. You belong to yourself. Your time is yours. You do whatever you want. And people will be like, well, either like the fucker or I don't like the fucker. That's what it is. So raccoon it is. But let's talk about it a little bit. All right. Let's talk about the big boy right here. Big Daddy Bitcoin. If Bitcoin dies, we all fucking die. Okay. No crypto will survive unless Bitcoin is thriving. Okay. So anybody that tells you anything else, they're fucking idiots. Okay. Bitcoin is king. Bitcoin is number one. And Bitcoin is the reason why we're all here. Okay. If Bitcoin thrives, we all thrive. Okay. That's just what it is. You don't like it? Well, that's what it is. So today, man, let's talk about today. What did we hit today? Like 64,000? $64,000 Bitcoin. 64000. Just shy of 64,000. Now, if you guys remember back 2-3 weeks ago, I told you that it's very likely that you will see a new all-time high before the Bitcoin halving. Now, if you weren't paying attention, then you need to start fucking paying attention if you want to get fucking rich, because you can't just go throughout the crypto not having a clue what's happening. So pay attention. I said that we might see an all-time high before the Bitcoin halving. Now, if we see an all-time high before the Bitcoin halving, then my trajectory is for $215,000 all-time high. Now, I could be shooting it a little short. Bitcoin could hit 300K. It could even go to 400K this cycle. It could, because and I'm telling you, nobody, I don't care if they're like the best technical analysis fucker in the world. I don't care if they know Michael Saylor. I don't care if they're Elon's, pocket buddy. I don't care who they are. Nobody knows what the top is going to be this cycle. Nobody. We're all just guessing. We're all just a bunch of guessers. That's what we are. So if we get an all-time high before the Bitcoin halving, which I think we will, because obviously we're on the right path. I mean, we hit my target of 50K by the end of last year, which we're really close. We hit 45,000. So the beginning of 2023, we were at 17.5, and I was like, this is the bottom, boys. This is the fucking bottom. This is the bottom. We're in. Reversal. Reversal is in. We're going back up, right? And we did. We never saw another 15K Bitcoin ever again. We touched the floor. We bounced back. We hit 17.5. I was like, this is it. It's reversal for the rest of the year. It's pump for 2024, pump for 2025. And that's where we are today. Bitcoin Daddy is doing his thing. It's doing what it's supposed to. It's supposed to go to 60K in February. It's supposed to go to all-time high by the Bitcoin halving, because that's how we're going to go to hundreds of thousands of dollars per Bitcoin this cycle. Now, if that happens, which I'm 99.9% sure it will, obviously nobody's perfect, that means that Ethereum, number two daddy over here, will probably be above $10,000, maybe $15,000, maybe $20,000 per Ethereum. Now, that is really, really, really bullish, because if you guys know, Promethium has a shit ton of Ethereum wrapped in its liquidity. So if Ethereum pumps, the liquidity of Promethium pumps, and the market cap pumps. Now, we're going to talk more about that here in a minute, but let's focus on Ethereum for just a little bit. Ethereum was at $1,300 at the beginning year of 2023. when we were talking about Bitcoin touching the bottom. Ethereum did the same thing. $700. That was it. That was the bottom. Personally, I bought 100 Ethereums at $900 because I was like, this is it. This is the reversal. I'm aping in a big ass bag of Ethereum. So I did. And I did it publicly. Everybody knew about it. It's been known for a long time. Now, I believe 10, 15, $20,000 plus for Ethereum is totally doable this cycle. And a lot of projects that have a lot of liquidity of Ethereum, they're going to thrive because Ethereum is king and liquidity is king. So you combine those two together. That is why Ethereum is the leader of all altcoins because of its liquidity. Liquidity is king. Even the great CC would always tell you, if you master liquidity, you will thrive. You will be king. You will run the show. Ethereum, that's why they run the show. They're expensive. They're the most expensive gas fees. And yet it's still king. Why? Because of liquidity. Ethereum is king because of liquidity. Liquidity is king. Liquidity. Ethereum is king because of liquidity. If you don't understand what that means, then you don't get it. Solana lacks liquidity. Why you think that fucker pumps and dumps and pumps and dumps and pumps and dumps? Because Solana lacks liquidity. That is why I never believe that Ethereum will flip Ethereum or Solana will flip Ethereum, because they lack liquidity. In big institutions, they're not going to adopt something that's so up and down and fluctuates like that. It's scary for a big investor. Like, for example, I come in with $100 million. That shit dumps 10%. I'm like, whoa, that's a big dip, guys. Calm your ass down. As you understand, BlackRock, Solidity Finance, and all these big Wall Street people are coming from the stock market. They're going to be coming to crypto. It's going to happen. They don't like a 50, 80% fluctuation, 30%, 40%. They don't like that shit. They're rich. The rich don't care for a 30% gain and 30% dump. They care about that stability. They care about those 5, 10% ups and downs all the way to the top as their wealth continues to grow. Because that's just what it is. Like myself, 1%, 2% and my portfolio moves tens of thousands of dollars. 1%. And my shit moves like crazy, right? And I know I'm nothing compared to these guys. These guys have so much more money, right? So understand what they want, understand what they're looking for, and understand the liquidity is fucking king. Is the most important thing in a cryptocurrency if you want to be here for a very, very, very long time. Now, if you're here to just be a pump and dump, fuck it. Who needs liquidity? Fuck it. No liquidity. Fuck it. Let's send it to 100 million. Who cares? We only got 1 million in liquidity, but the market cap's 100 million. So we're all supposedly rich, but none of us can cash out. None of us, because there's no liquidity to cash out. So we're all rich, but nobody can actually cash it out because liquidity sucks, right? That blows, right? I mean, what good is it for me to show you a wallet that says you have $1 million? The minute you go to Uniswap and it says price impact 75% because the developer is a cheap fucker that doesn't have any liquidity. So guess what? Your $1 million is now $250K. Oh, that sucks. Oh, wait, now let's not forget big daddy taxes if you're from America or Canada or fucking Australia or Europe. Let's not forget daddy tax. Now you're going to get taxed in $250,000. Now you got 130K. Congratulations. You went from being a millionaire to having 130K because the project lacks liquidity. Whoa, look at you. You went a whole bull market, a whole bear market to make 100K. Nowadays, that's the average annual income for an American, for a Canadian, for an Australian, for people in Europe. 100K a year is like average now. It's nothing. So what does that tell you? That tells you that you need to focus and you need to park yourself in the right place at the right time before this market really takes off. And today I'm going to teach you guys certain key points. I already gave you 3 big major components of having a successful project: the developing team, the community, in its purpose. Without any of those three, your project ain't worth the shit. That's that simple. And it will die eventually. And if you get rich, you're just lucky. That's what it is. And luck is not a way to invest when it comes to luck. If you're just playing the luck game, the I hope, the hopium, the I hope it pumps, the I hope, you're in the wrong place. You're investing at the wrong fucking project. Okay. So let's jump over to the chart of Prometheum Prodigy before we carry on. Now, as you guys know, I don't just hold Prometheum. Okay. I hold VeChain. I hold Ethereum, like I was talking about. I hold Cardano, and I added VeThor to my portfolio. Okay, I have 4 other cryptos besides PMPY. But the reason why I'm focused on PMPY, because PMPY has more potential of gains than the other 4. It has the potential to outperform the other 4 100 to 1. That's why I'm focused on the smallest microcap gem called Promethium Prodigy. Now, it might bug some of you guys, but hey, it is what it is. If I see an opportunity, if I see potential, if I see a way for me to accomplish the one thing that I came to do in crypto, besides getting fucking rich, was making 1,000 people rich with me, so I don't get rich by myself, 1,000 millionaires. I'm going to do whatever it takes to make that a reality. That's my dream. That's my purpose. That's why I'm here. That's why I'm doing all this for free, because I want to break 1,000 millionaires this cycle. Now, in order for me to break 1,000 millionaires, I need to find the right project. How do I find the right project? Well, I can break 10, 20 millionaires on VeChain if they all bought 100K with me, which a lot of them did. So that's good, right? ADA, same thing, 100K with me. Ethereum, 100K with me. But most people don't have 100K just laying around. Most don't, right? So the ones that don't have 100K just laying around, we have to go deeper into the younger projects. We have to go deep in decentralization, and we have to find that gem that is a needle in a haystack. And how do you find those gems? Well, it's very, 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 very limited. It's a 1 in a million opportunity, right? You have to have certain fundamentals to be able to find that gem. Certain fundamentals, right? It all starts with the developing team. Are they worth the damn? Do they know what they're doing? Have they have a fucking clue? Do they have a purpose? Have they have any experience? What can these guys do? What is their plan? All that stuff matters, right? Prometheum Prodigy has that, and I found that this early in the game. I'm so happy. This project is shy under 20 million market cap. 20 million. You realize that compares to ADA sitting at 30, 40 billion. 20 million. 20 million. A 10x is 200 million. 100x is 2 billion. 2 billion. 1,000x is 20 billion market cap. You know how many projects went to the billions last cycle? Projects that had no purpose. Projects that were just all hype. Projects that didn't do anything went to the billions. Think about that. Bitcoin all-time high was 69,000. We're at 63,000 already. The market that's coming, there's going to be so many projects that go to the billions. So many. But you know what? Very few, very, very few you're going to catch under 100 million market. Very few you're going to catch under 100 million market cap. So this video is for you. Now, the time will come when we're above 100 million. And the people that get in the 100 million to a billion will also be lucky. And the people that get at a billion will also be lucky. Because this project has the potential to go anywhere from a billion to 100 billion this cycle. Anywhere around there, man. the potential here is phenomenal. It really is. It's phenomenal. But anyway, let's talk about the chart a little bit. All right, let's talk about it because I know a lot of you fuckers are waiting on the sidelines, and I'm going to talk to you today. I'm going to talk to the people that are currently invested as well. Pretty much everybody. Okay. If you guys remember, we were last week when we did the live stream, we were right about here, right shy above the 2 pennies. And I told everybody, I literally told everybody, I was like, look, man, we just broke all-time high right here. Okay. We're about to have a breakout. And this breakout is a crazy breakout. This one's going to be the craziest breakout we've seen so far. And I told them that my next target was actually around 10 cents. Oh, what the heck is going on here? Stop it. It was actually around 10 cents. Okay. So that was my next target, 10 cents from that breakout. And I think we're right on schedule. I think that this leg alone could go to 10 cents. And when we get to 10 cents, the next leg from 10 cents is going to be $1. Okay. You want to make fucking money or not? This is just my own personal thoughts, my own personal expectations. You do whatever you want with it. I don't give a shit. You want to sit on the sidelines and watch everything pump without you. You want to watch Ethereum go to $10,000 without you. You want to watch Promethium go to $10 without you. You do whatever you want. But this is what I'm doing. Okay. I see Prometheum Prodigy going to $10, or I mean 10 cents very, very soon. Okay. Once it goes to that 10 cents threshold, the next target will be $1. And once you go to $1, the next target is $10. Once you go to $10, the next target is $100. Now, those milestones will be along the ways. You know, we're talking 12, 24 months process, okay, to go to $100. We're talking the middle of 2025 to be able to accomplish such mission. Now, it could come sooner. It could because, look, none of us can predict what's really going to happen. None of us can predict. We can only go based on history, based on the past, do some small calculations, and have a educated estimation of what this project could do. Okay. There's things that I want to point out, and I want to tell you why I think this will easily do it. One thing that I want you to look into right here, liquidity. Okay. I want you to look at every crypto you hold. I don't give a shit if it's called monkey shit. Inu. I don't care if it's a dog, a cat, a frog, a chicken, a monkey. I don't care what it is. I don't care if it's the next big AI crypto token in the world, the next layer 1, the next blah, blah, blah. I don't care what it is. I want you to go back to your portfolio, and I want you to look at the liquidity that project has, and I want you to compare it to Prometheum Prodigy. And you know what you're going to find? You're going to find that Prometheum Prodigy outperforms literally 99.99% of every crypto in DeFi today based on liquidity. You're going to find that out. You're going to find projects that are sitting at 100 million market cap that have around the same liquidity or less liquidity. You're going to have projects sitting at 200 million, 300 million market cap that barely have 5-6 million on liquidity. You're going to find the truth. And what does that mean to you? Well, let me explain to you. A lot of you guys don't understand the true value of liquidity. Liquidity is the amount of money that can be cashed out by investors. That's what it means. If there's no money to be cashed out, then you guys are just fake millionaires. That's what it is. Everybody's like, I got 30 million in Pepe. I'm like, there's like 15 million in liquidity for 100,000 holders. How do you have $20 million? You don't. It's all paperwork. It's all bullshit. That's what it is. Try cash it out. Go ahead. Take your 20 million. Show me that you can take your 20 million. Show me. Take your fucking 20 million. And guess what? They can't. Price impact is so high, it would take 80% of their portfolio gone. Uniswap would keep it. They would get like 20% out of all that money. And they would literally kill the project instantly because they would take all the fucking liquidity that's there. You see what I'm saying? Understand liquidity is king. You master liquidity, you're building a right portfolio. Now, liquidity is everything, but there's something you must understand about liquidity. If you have less liquidity, you pump really, really fast. If you have big liquidity, you build a staircase to heaven. Now, you have to decide which one is more important to you. Are you more looking for a pump and dump? Because that's what lack of liquidity becomes, a pump and dump. Or you're looking for a steady growth over time. And the reason why I personally prefer steady growth over time is because I live in the United States, okay? I'm not trying to hide no millions from the IRS. I'm not trying to do all that. Fuck all that. That's a bullet in the back of your head everywhere you go all the fucking time in the US, right? So I have to hold cryptos for at least a year for me to go from a 40% capital gains to a 15% capital gains, right? I have to hold for at least 1 year. Whatever I buy, I my goal is to hold it for at least a year so I avoid capital gains. I don't like to pay that shit. Fuck the government. I don't care for that, right? So what's the best thing to do? You avoid doing trades early on. Like people swinging Bitcoin. Like what are they gaining from it? Like Bitcoin drops 5 10k. Like how are you hiding all this money? Are you even making money? How much are you trading? Because real investors are not looking to make a quick flip. They have to pay capital gains. Well, at least I do. I can't hide millions of dollars from the government and DeFi. How the fuck am I going to spend millions of dollars in the real world when debit cards only give you like a limitation? And some of these debit cards that you get, you're kind of like sketched out. Like, I don't know if I want to put no $20,000 in this fucking DeFi debit card. So you're like maybe 5K, maybe, right? Because you're like, I don't know this bank. I can't even pick them up on the phone. I don't know what to do. It's all decentralized. I don't fucking know, right? So you're limited. You're fucking limited how you spend your money. So you have to be very cautious when it comes to capital gains because you think you're winning. You're like, oh, I traded this, I traded this, I traded this. I did 10,000 fucking trades and I'm winning. And then you're like, oh, but did you pay tax on every trade? No, it's in DeFi. They'll never know. Oh, but how did you buy your first Ethereum? Well, I use my bank debit card with my full name and it's connected to my social security. So you bought crypto and you don't think your government knows you bought crypto? Like, come on, man. Are you fucking kidding me? You really think they're that dumb? When they audit your ass, then they'll fucking bring it up. Okay? So you have to understand all these things. You have to understand that if you want to make real fucking money, you have to think long term. Now, is there, Pablo, what if it dips 50% when I'm ready to cash out? 50% from what? It goes to $100 and dips to $50? Are you mad? Are you mad? You just made like $20 million and you're mad. See what I'm saying? You can't think like that. Now, when you have a fat liquidity, 50% doesn't happen. That's the beauty about a fat liquidity. 50% fluctuations don't happen when you have a fat liquidity. Now, key element, if you have a fat liquidity and you have the holders not holding any percentages, you're in a good position. I'm going to break it down to you. For example, let me pull up first of all, just look at this fucking chart, man. Enjoy it, okay? Enjoy it. It's fucking beautiful. Now let me jump over to Etherscan. Let's talk a little bit about these holders real quick because we gotta get to understand the holder list. Okay, always look at the holder list so you know what kind of stuff you're messing with when it comes to every cryptocurrency. So we're gonna look deep into the holders when it comes to Promethium, just to kind of see how much damage these guys can do. Like how much damage are they dangerous holders? Let's pull them up. Let's talk about them a little bit, okay? We're gonna click on holders. You click on holders, and you have all the holders here. Now we look at Mex, for example. Mex is and it's a tier one. Mex is a fucking tier one. I don't care what anybody says. Mex is a fucking tier one. They have more volume than other tier ones. Now Mex is holding 7%. Does that mean that Mex can be like, I'm dumping 7%, screw the token? No, that's not what it means. Whoever developer says that stupid shit, they're just lying to you, okay? What it means is that the investors, the community of Mexi Global has 7% of the supply split amongst them. So that 7% could be split up around, 5,000 people, 10,000 people. That's what it means. Now you go down the list, you got the wallets that they've been burning from. You go down to Bigot, right? Bigot holds 2%, 2.6%. Same thing. Bigot 2.6% divided it in their community. So maybe 2, 3,000, 5,000 holders in Bigot holding that percentage. Bigot doesn't own it. It's the holders in Bigot that hold that supply. What happens is, and a lot of people don't understand this from a centralized exchange. They don't understand this, right? A centralized exchange has a buy order and a sell order. Now, if the sell order exceeds the buy pressure, then the bots at the centralized exchanges will run over to DeFi, sell on DeFi to level it out. Now, if it's the opposite, where you have a lot of buy pressure in a centralized exchange and very little sell, the exchange bots have to go to DeFi, collect tokens, and come back and sell it to the people in their community. So the bots on these exchanges, they work both directions. They either buy the supply or they sell the supply to feed the community within their platform. That's all they do. And they collect their money from all these transaction fees that they have within the centralized exchange. That's how they make their money. That's why they care about volume, because volume makes them money. Transactions make them money. They can't just hold cryptos. They have to hold it separately on their own behalf. They have to buy it. They can't just, you all get what I'm saying? If they're a legal, legitimate centralized exchanges, they can't just like have all this coins from this one coin. No, they have to supply to their communities. That's what it means. So now we jump over, we keep going down the list. Okay. So those are your biggest, your supposedly biggest threats you have, right? Which I explained pretty much everything that's going on. Now you go down to these right here from number 6 to number 10, right? These guys hold 1.7, 1.6%, 1.5, 1.3, and then less than that. Okay. So now you have like 4 top holders that hold above 1%. 1%. Are you fucking kidding me? 1% of the supply. They sell their whole bag. Oh, okay, that's 1% of the fucking supply. Take your money, pack your shit, get the fuck out of here. And the project moves on. You get what I'm saying? So the top holders have a very small percentage. Okay, they can't hurt the project. This ain't this wasn't like a stealth launch where somebody comes in, a big ass Jeep, and buys 20% of the supply. All right, let it pump. When it pumps out, sell my 20% of the supply. You don't have that problem with Promethium. You don't have that problem, right? It's literally, there's nobody that can hurt this project. A friend of mine asked me today, he was like, Pablo, what if you have like 4 top holders that sell all at once? Okay, 4 top holders. Let's say they all organize an attack on the project. That's 5% of the supply. 5% of the supply is not going to kill a project. You see what I'm saying? 5% is nothing. It's nothing. It's nothing. Yeah, you'll have a 20, 30% retraction, but you know how quick a 20% retraction would get bought up in this project? People are waiting on the silence. I don't know what the fuck they're waiting for. They're waiting for a dip. A dip they're just going to keep waiting for, because they've been waiting for a dip at 1 penny. They were waiting for a dip at 2 pennies. They're waiting for a dip at 3 pennies. And guess what? They're going to wait for a dip at 4 fucking pennies, at 5 pennies, at 10 pennies, at $1. And they're still going to be like, I'm waiting for a dip. It doesn't work like that here in Prometheum, man. It really doesn't. It really, really doesn't. We go back to the chart. Let's go back to the chart, okay? Talk a little bit more about the dips. The dips, right? Let's say we have something similar once we get a 10 cents, right? Let's say we have something similar to what happened here, okay? You want me to tell you what the percentage of the dip was? Let's see. Right there. It never exceeded 20%. Ever. Ever on a dip. Ever. It never exceeded 20%. That's the very top to the very bottom, which it didn't happen in one day. It took literally like 3 months for that to happen, 2 months or whatever it was. So in 2 months, the very peak to the very bottom was a 20% fluctuation. 20% fluctuation. What does that mean, Pablo? Well, fuck, let's bring up another project. Why not? Fuck it. Who do we got here? Oh, my favorite frog. Let's bring up the frog. I love the frog. Fuck the frog. All right, but let's bring up the frog. Okay. The frog in the same time frame, look at the fluctuation from here to here, 81%. And then if you go back from the opposite, 500%. I don't even know how that happened. Let me try that again. That was terrible. It should be the same, right? Oh, okay. That's what it means. It's 80% from the top, right? So it has an 80% fluctuation, and then it did a couple hundred going on the uptrend, meaning if you caught the floor, you caught that top. Now, why does that suck? That sucks because it's unstable. It's unstable. It means that at any point in time, it could pump really hard, it could dump really hard, it could pump really hard, it could dump really hard. So you're just fucking staring at your phone all fucking day, sweating like, please, 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 nobody fucking G. Nobody fucking G. Please, 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 nobody G. So you have that mentality that nobody G, nobody G, nobody G, nobody G. And you're like, well, then you're just investing on hope. That's hope. Now, is it doing pretty good right now? Yeah, of course it is. It's doing fantastic. They're doing a damn good job. They're doing a damn good job. And this is the community. This isn't the fucking team. This is the community, right? They're doing a good job. But do the ratio of the liquidity. Market cap 1.3 billion and liquidity 23 million. Do the math. That's not very good. Ratio and liquidity on DeFi. Now, Pepe does have one good thing about him. They are listed on big exchanges like Binance, right? Now, Binance creates a lot of daily volume, and it supports it because now whales can move a lot of their funds from DeFi over to Binance and sell over there. So that helps. That does help the liquidity ratio. But as long as you have big movements like up and downs like that, it's always going to be a struggle. It's like 1 minute you have $1 million, the next minute you have 200K. The next minute you have $1 million, the next K you have 100K. The next minute you have $1 million, then you got 50K. $1 million, 300K. $1 million, 50K. Like, whoa, fucking hell. Am I a millionaire or am I not a millionaire? Right? That's the power of liquidity or lack of liquidity. Now, is Pepe going to do okay in the bull run? Of course they are. It's a fucking frog. Everybody likes the meme. It's funny. It's going to do fine just because of the actual meme is hilarious. And they don't care to bring utility. They don't care to do anything. They're just a fucking meme. And they're going to ride on just the meme criteria, right? And that sells. A meme sells, and that's what it is. But it has to be a really, really good meme. It can't just be any fucking meme. It has to be a really well-known meme. So you ask somebody like one of your kids, hey, do you know who Pepe is? Oh yeah, Dad, that's the frog. That's the frog. They don't say stupid ass frog. I say stupid ass frog. They say that's the frog. Yeah, that's the frog, right? But if I come up to my son and I'm like, hey son, do you know a token called banana monkey / spider Pooh Bear? They're gonna be like, I know all of those separately, right? So if it's a really, really good meme, it has a chance. Now, Pep is doing his thing, whether you like it or not. I don't fucking like it, but it is what it is. Now, let's jump back. Let's see. Let's go back. Let's keep talking about Promethium a little bit. Now, let's jump past the chart. The chart is doing what the chart is supposed to do. If you're watching this live stream today and you're not taking advantage of this price, and I don't know what to tell you. I really don't know, because basically, if you're not buying right now, it's because you don't really understand the project. You don't really know what's going on. Because if you did, you would understand that 3-4 cents is pretty fucking cheap. 20 million market cap, under 20 million market cap is pretty cheap, right? If you're talking about $1, $10, $100 per coin, it's a damn good bargain. So don't think about yesterday. Don't think about the day before. Don't think about last week. You need to think about today. What are you going to do today? How are you going to prepare for the bull market today? By stacking quality cryptos over time. Now, are you going to be late? Eventually you will. I mean, with Bitcoin pumps, 100, 150K, at that point, you're just extra liquidity. You don't know how high this market will go. But right now, Bitcoin hasn't even broke all-time high. You still have a lot of time to make some crazy moves. If you don't make these crazy moves, guess what? You're going to be waiting for a long time, man, a long time, because you're going to have to wait to find the peak. They're going to have to wait for the peak to retract and find a new bottom. And guess what? The new Bitcoin bottom could be 50, 60K next bear market. You're going to be like, I waited 3 fucking years to buy it at the same price that I could buy today. See what I'm saying? Because if Bitcoin goes to 300K, the retraction is going to be like 60, 80,000. See what I'm saying? So you're going to be like, I waited for what? For what? For the market to crash? For the dip to come? Oh, I'm waiting for a dip. Well, you're going to keep fucking waiting. People that were at 50,000 were waiting for a $40,000 Bitcoin. People that were at 40,000 were waiting for a 30,000. People that were at 30,000 were waiting for a 20,000. People that were at 20,000, oh, it's going to 10,000. And they waited and waited and waited and waited and waited and waited. And guess what? Oh, wait, you missed it. You fucked up. Guess what? We'll see you back in 2030. Peace. I'm going on vacation for 3 fucking years. Peace. And that's what's happening in the market today. Let's see what else we got. Let's talk a little bit more about this. This is fucking bullish. So if you guys don't follow Watcher.Guru, that's the only guy I follow for news. Everybody else just copies this guy. Okay. This guy is the leader of news when it comes to the market. Okay. In my opinion. Now let's check it out. Watcher Guru said something super bullish. First of all, a big shout out to the fucking El Salvador president, man. Oh man, he's saving his country because of Bitcoin. Gotta love it. That fucker, that dude's a G. I wish the United States of America had a young, smart, intelligent freaking president. All we get is these fucking old ass fuckers that they don't know if they're going left or they're going right. They're just puppets. I would love a young president, man. I would love a young president. I mean, I always go back when I think about presidents. I always go back to the movie Independence Day, right? And Independence Day, the president was young, man, and he was like a pilot, and he was a bad motherfucker, man. Imagine if your president was a pilot, for the Air Force, just some bad fucker that just knows how to handle business, right? I always think about it. I was like, man, why can't we have that guy a president? Why can't we have a guy like that for a president? Why can't we always get these old bastards that all they talk about is fucking gold and right? It'd be nice to have a young president, somebody that understands technology, somebody that understands where we're going, like this guy, right? Well, but we're never gonna get one of those. I'm just hanging out with old people. All right, let's fucking keep going. Anyways, this tweet right here is bullish as hell in my opinion. So breaking news: total spot BTF ETFs trading volume surpasses 7.5 billion. Today. Think about that. Trading FTF, trading volume. Is it FTFs or ETFs? Oh, ETFs. Sorry, my bad. ETFs trading volume. 7.5 billion. Billion with a B as in boy. Billion. These numbers are going to continue to grow up grow and grow, grow and grow and grow and grow and grow and grow over time, especially once we go past the Bitcoin halving. Because those who don't understand, a Bitcoin halving, every cycle drops the miners by 50%. So they're not going to be able to, the sell pressure is going to be a lot smaller starting May than it is right now, that it will be in April. So starting May, we are going to have 50% from the miners that create Bitcoin. We're going to have 50% sell pressure than we have now. So imagine what the pressure drops and these go up. All of a sudden you have the Ethereum ETFs and boom, Ethereum fucking skyrocket, right? And now we got Ethereum and Bitcoin pumping, 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 pumping. And anything with a fat ass liquidity wrapped by Ethereum is going to pump with the market on top of their own utilities, their own listings, their own everything separate. They're going to be pumping with the market because of a fat ass Ethereum liquidity. If you're not on the Ethereum blockchain, listen to me. If you're not on the Ethereum blockchain, you're fucking up. Chasing Solana, chasing BNB, whatever the fuck you're doing, you're fucking up because Ethereum is next for the ETFs. Those billions of dollars are going to be coming into Ethereum. Ethereum is king. Ethereum is the one for the cycle. Ethereum. So you get what I'm saying? If you're fucking around with the other stuff, because you don't want to pay gas fees, you're fucking up. Okay? You should be thinking big. You should be thinking, I'm not here to make $2,000, $5,000. I'm here to become a fucking millionaire. How do I do it? Well, you buy a crypto that's low market cap, micro cap with a good plan, a good purpose, and then you go heavy on that purpose because they have a fat liquidity. And before you know it, you turn your 5,000 to 50,000, your 50,000 to 500,000, your 500,000 to 5 million. Guess what? You're a multimillionaire. Congratulations. You just came over to the dark side, the 1%er of wealthy motherfuckers, because you did an educated investment versus gambling and hopium. Hopefully my debt does something. Hopefully this video game can send it. Hopefully this is better than Xbox. Hopefully, I hope. Or you can say, you know what? I'm going to invest in technology. I'm going to invest in something that makes fucking sense. I'm going to invest in something that has a purpose. And whether I like it or not, that's where the money's going, to artificial intelligence. That's the future. If you're investing into AI projects, congratulations. I hope they're really good ones. Not just those fake ass AI projects. I'm talking a real AI project. If you're there, congratulations. You're at the right place. Enjoy. So that was super bullish, and it talks about everybody else. You know, the big names are still missing here. We have a long ways to go, boys. Oh my God. Whew. Today we saw Bitcoin go over 60K. You know how quick that's going to spread. What's going to spread all over. Oh man, Pablo, some influencer fighting by saying the project team is anonymous. They don't even know what they are talking about. Well, you know what, Adam? They could find the team, the Prometheum team. They could find the Prometheum team in the Bitcoin white paper, because we all know who the developer of Bitcoin is. We all know who he is. We all know who Satoshi is. We all know Grayscale, BlackRock, Fidelity, all these big fucking multi-trillion-dollar institutions are buying Bitcoin because they know who Satoshi is. Come on, man. Dumbass influencers. They're probably all fucking broke. Any of them that ever want to compare their wallet to me, let them know. Let them know. Let's compare wallets, buddy. Let's see who's real making fucking money here. You're fighting a project that has anonymous debt, but yet you fucking support Bitcoin. You're a fucking hypocrite. You're an idiot. You're a dumbass. Understand what's going on. That shit is great. That shit is so funny to me. Wow. The last Docs developer I trusted took all the fucking money. He didn't give a fuck. you can't even go to his house because he has restrictions and all kinds of shit. And he rides around his red Lambo, and everybody's like, "Oh, I'm gonna hunt you down." He's like, "Come to my house." Nobody showed up. Nobody showed up to his house. He said, "Come to my house," and nobody showed up. So, all these keyboard warriors that we have in DeFi. Anyways, let's jump over to something else, something more bullish. Let's see what we got. Let's jump over to their page, Prometheum page. Doot, 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 doot. Prometheum. Let's see, there it is. Promethium PMPY. Make sure they have the verification. Make sure they're running around 8,784 followers. Now, if you have not seen this video, this is what is called part one of their mobile trading application. Now, as you can see right here, they handcrafted this AI. This AI is unique. It was built by the team. This right here is handcrafted. You know, it was built by a U.S. company out of California, handcrafted. There is not. It's not a copy and paste images. There's nothing, right? Handcrafted AI. Pretty crazy. So make sure you guys check out this first teaser. Check out this first teaser, and and you'll know what's going on because in this teaser, if you guys see right, let me see right here, you can see all the major blockchains. You can see Cardano, BNB, Solana, and Ethereum. So it means that the Prodigy Flip will be a cross chain. You'll be able to swap within these blockchains. So it's going to be all in one mobile application. Pablo, PMP liquidity is over 4 million and market cap at 11 a.m. Real bullish. That itself shows the true intention of these trade devs. Look, man, you show me a fucking docs developer that has a 19 million market cap and it has 4 million in liquidity. My DMs are open. You showed me some docs developer that has less than 20 million market cap, 4 million in liquidity. Show me. I guarantee I'll never get a DM for that. All these guys talk, but they never have facts. They never have anything. All right, let's jump over. So check out this. This is the first look at Prodigy Flip AI mobile DeFi crypto app. Now, what's really bullish about part one is that they did announce right here, part two of the teaser video would be roughly around 6 weeks. And that was about a week ago. Yeah, about a week ago. So roughly today, around 5 weeks, part two teaser video will be released. We will be explaining the full utilities and services of Prodigy Flip. Okay, part two incoming. So roughly 5 weeks from now, you're going to see everything that Prodigy Flip is going to offer. Everything that Prodigy Flip is going to offer. They even have a surprise utility within Prodigy Flip. Now, keep in mind that we already know it's going to be a multi-chain. We already know that it's going to be a wallet. We already know that it's going to have an algorithm AI sniping bot to be able to buy the dips automatically in DeFi tokens and to sell the tops in DeFi tokens with the bot. Okay, so you're going to have that within Prodigy Flip. So what was that? The multi-chain, the fucking what was the second one? Multi-chain, wallet, sniping bot. The fourth one that we know is Protus. Protus is a debit card that is most likely going to be integrated into Prodigy Flip. So you're going to be able to on-ramp, let's say you buy within Prodigy Flip, on-ramp Ethereum or whatever major utility you can buy or major blockchain. You're going to be able to on-ramp. You're going to be able to use the sniping bot to trade, the wallet to store your crypto, the multi-chain to jump within blockchains, and the fifth, Protus, you're going to be able to spend your crypto directly through Prodigy Flip, all within a mobile application. So you're going to have all these services, but there's a fifth utility that nobody knows about. There's a fifth utility that's hidden. They haven't said anything about this fifth utility, but this fifth utility, they're really excited about it. So it's got to be a really bullish utility to the point where they don't want to share anything about it. So we understand those 4 will be included in Prodigy Flip. Now, Prodigy Flip is going to be a standalone product, right? When it comes out, it's going to be fully completed. There's not going to be a beta, or you got a bunch of team members, community members testing it out for 3 years. None of that shit. When it comes out, it's done. That's what it is. It comes out, it's done. It's going to come out and be ready to support millions of users. That's what it's going to do. Okay. All that's coming. Now, after Prodigy Flip, so let's say early summer, Prodigy Flip comes out. They're going to start pushing the layer 2 AI blockchain for the remaining of the year and part of 2025, right? Their blockchain is going to be the mega of all things, because the blockchain is going to require PMPY to run the blockchain. So anybody that launches memes, that launches tokens, that does anything on this layer 2 with low gas fees, they're going to have to buy PMPY to run the cryptos, the tokens, right? That's how a layer 2 works. So the layer 2 is actually going to be a game changer for this project. Now, Prodigy Flip, don't go shy on Prodigy Flip, because Prodigy Flip is going to be a subscription-based service. So a percentage of that money is going to buy back the chart and burn the supply. Now that we're talking about burns, we'll jump right into it. Okay. Part 2 coming about 5 weeks from today. Woo! Get your positions in, boys, because this next part 2 is going to reveal the look, everything about Prodigy Flip. Do not waste the next 5 weeks of your life. Please do not waste the next 5 weeks of your life. You can sit around and wait on the sidelines, but you're dumb, because Ethereum's going to continue to pump. Prometheum's going to continue to pump. You're not going to get that big retracement that everybody's waiting for, because they've been waiting for that retracement at 40K Bitcoin. Guess what? We're at 60K. Fuck you. You didn't get no retracement. Fuck off. Right? Now, what are you going to do? At 80K, now you want a retracement to what? 60K? We're here today. What the fuck are you waiting for? Load up, load up, load up, load up. You're waiting for a retracement in PMPY at under 4 cents? This shit's going to dollars, in my opinion. What the fuck are you waiting for? If it retracts down to 3 cents from 3.5, then buy more. Who gives a shit, right? Prepare yourself. Be ready for what's coming. Don't wait. Don't hesitate. Don't be that guy on the sideline. I hope it happens. No, make it happen. Be a fucking winner. Be a champion. Make a move. Shit. Eventually, some of you guys had to leave your current wife to find you a better wife. That's just what it is. I did. I had to fucking move on from my ex-wife to my new wife, and that was the best thing that I ever fucking did, right? It is what it is. Sometimes you have to make moves. You have to make moves to improve your situation. You can't get stuck on that same thing over and over. Eventually, that same thing drags you down and takes away your fucking soul. Make moves, guys. Stop wasting. Stop hesitant. Now let's keep going a little bit higher. Now these guys are burning so much. Okay, check this out. Let's celebrate BTC by burning $2,000. So Bitcoin hit 56,000, and these guys decided to burn. Fucking crazy, right? Now you go back down a little bit. 16 million market cap, 1,600 holders. Good reason to burn $1,600. They burn again. All right, here. As promised, we just burned $30,000 for hitting 3 cents. A bonus burns of 4,000. 4th month anniversary. Burn, 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 burn. Right here. Just burning, burning, burning. These guys are burning and burning and burning and burning the supply. You got articles popping up about Promethium. All this stuff is happening, guys, as we speak, man. You can find this project in the top 900 now. I mean, I don't know what you're waiting for. You're about to miss the most legendary opportunity of your fucking life by sitting on the sideline and just hoping and hoping and hoping and hoping. Stop fucking hoping. Just make it happen. Make it happen. Go in and don't look back. Make a move. Go in and don't look back. That's what you need to do. Go in and don't look back. That's the point. But let's line up the party real quick before we get to the last stages. Party on, boys. Raccoon Life. Here we go. Gotta love it. Gotta love it. Gotta love it, guys. Don't sleep on Prometheum Prodigy, man. We went through a lot of last week. I gave you guys 100. Gave you guys how many reasons? Like 8 or 9 reasons why I think it's going to $100. Today we went a little bit more in depth to the holders. We talk about the team, and I mean, Prometheum Prodigy has everything it needs to be successful. It really does. I mean, today the voice chat had 70 people in the Telegram, 70 people in the voice chat, 70. Okay. It has everything it needs to thrive. It has a great community, very, very welcome community. You go in there, everybody's super cool, man. Nobody's like, they don't give a shit what you buy on, they don't care. You buy whatever the fuck you want. It's your money. You shouldn't have to report to the community what you're buying, or you shouldn't like be ashamed of it, right? These guys don't shame you. They allow you to buy whatever the fuck you want. They support you. They respect you. They respect your money. They treat each other so good. They respect other communities. They never go out on social media and attack anybody. They're a really good fucking community. They really are. Prometheum has a great community. No toxicity. It's all education over there. The community is just amazing, right? The developers are fucking awesome. They make sure that the liquidity was fat. They lock liquidity for a year. A year. If Prodigy Flip is coming out early summer, why the fuck would they lock liquidity for a year if they're trying to be a fucking scammer? Why? Doesn't make any sense. Wouldn't you just lock it for 90 days and try to cheat the fuck out before the summer comes? Because let's say there's no app. Come on. Think a little, guys. Be logical. Why would a developing team lock $4 million fucking dollars for a year if they did not believe in their own services? Think about that. Two, why are they burning the shit out of supply? Last week they burned like $100,000. Why are they burning the fuck out of the supply? This thing started at $1 billion and now it's sitting at 512 million in circulation. 512 million in circulation. You know who has 538 million in circulation? Uniswap. You know the price of Uniswap at all-time high? $45 fucking dollars. Okay? $45 for all-time high of Uniswap with a 538 million circulating supply, which is literally what Prometheum has today. The potential is enormous. Last cycle, Bitcoin hit 69,000. We're at 63,000. You realize, you see the potential of what could come, what's going to happen. Okay, so you have an awesome, positive community, bullish community. You have a team that focuses on liquidity, that focuses on burning supply, that focuses on innovation, bringing technology, fresh new technology, no copy and paste bullshit to DeFi. Not another Uniswap or another copycat, handcrafted utility. They will not be able to be a copy and paste from other cryptos because they're going to have the rights of the creation. They hire a US company to build it. So there is no like, oh, I can just copy and paste and create the same utility. That's not going to be available. People are not going to be able to duplicate what these guys are doing because, one, they're not going to spend all this money that these guys are spending to create Prodigy Flip to make something just like Prodigy Flip. They're not going to do it. Do you understand that you are literally in front of the Goliath? You are in front of an opportunity that you will never see again for years, for a long time, man. I'm telling you right now. Look how long it's been since Uniswap came out. Look how long it's been since MetaMask come out. Tell me a wallet that is not just like MetaMask. Tell me a wallet that's not literally identical to MetaMask. Trust Wallet is literally the same fucking thing. Coinbase is the same fucking thing. Crypto.com is the same fucking wallet. They're all the same DeFi wallet. They're all the fucking same. They're copy and paste from MetaMask. And then Prodigy Flip comes out and says, you know what? We're going to create our own. We're going to code our own wallet. One of a kind. It'll have artificial intelligence. It'll have all these services. It will create revenue that will buy the chart up and will burn the supply forever. Forever burns. Forever revenue, forever utility. As long as crypto's around, guess what? Prodigy Flip is going to be around. Why? Because it's a utility we're all going to want. I'm going to be like, dude, what do I want? Do I want to have a sniping Telegram bot and one app? So I got to have fucking Telegram. 2, I got to have a wallet, trust wallet. So that's another fucking wallet. See where I'm going with this? Prodigy Flip is going to replace like 4 or 5 different apps all into one. Everything. And people are going to be like, fuck, man, why do I want to do it the cheap way where I transfer it everywhere from exchange to DeFi to exchanges, back and forth, just to flip some BNB to some ADA or some shit to some other stuff. And it's like, oh my God. And then if I want to use the sniping bot, I got to go use Unibot, or I got to use Maestro, or I got to do all this, or I just got to go to exchanges and put a thing in. And if I want to have a wallet, well, I got to get Trust Wallet. I got to get MetaMask. If I want to do all this, I got to do that. The reality is Prodigy Flip is coming. I don't care. You can record this right now. You can fucking blast it on my face in the summer. I don't give a shit. Prodigy Flip is coming, and there's nothing anybody can do to stop it. Prodigy Flip is coming, and it will come. And when it comes, the whole masses will want it. And when the whole masses will want it, this thing is going to be a Goliath. This thing's going to go crazy, because Prodigy Flip is exactly what we all wanted. We all wanted a Prodigy Flip back in 2021. We all believed that somebody could create something in 2021. We've been waiting for 3 fucking years, 4 years for somebody to create a Prodigy Flip. And then Prometheum Prodigy says, we will do it. We will spend the money. We will out of pocket spend $4 million, $5 million to make this dream a reality. Guys, this is Pablo Crow. Don't sleep. I'm Promethium Prodigy. And we'll see you guys on the next one. Peace. I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life. If I want to buy that thing on the shelf, I'm going to buy it. If I want to travel somewhere, I'm going to travel.
Imagine being a young man feeling the world is cold. This is me, your immigrant at 5 years old. This is way before the Crow Show. I'm talking about a high school dropout, not knowing which way I'ma go. They thought it was easy, it wasn't easy at all. A father at 17, my problems wasn't resolved. I was locked up a couple of crimes multiple times. There was no hope, I never gave up. One time I started welding, thought I had a career. Bought my first Bitcoin, 2015 was the year. 3 years after that, I was introduced to the Crow. At that very moment, I knew I wouldn't struggle no more. I did my homework, started accumulating some more. And accumulating some more. I bought a couple shit coins, reinvested in the Bitcoin. Now I got a multi-million-dollar business. Many have witnessed that I went from rags to riches. And I didn't have to steal. I was there when Volcano hit 250 mil. I can't explain how it really feels. I got another banger on the way, Promethium Prodigy. I got many people to come along and just follow me. While they was buying memes, we buying technology. Waiting for the bull run to hit. Now ain't that some shit? I'ma be responsible for making so many people rich off of a couple flips. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip. Never forget, I told you to buy the dip.
There and you fight it in your head. You sit there and try to convince yourself that, oh, what if it doesn't work? Oh, what if I fail? What if this token doesn't do it? What if this happens? What if that happens? What? That's all you tell yourself. Those thoughts need to disappear from your mind. You need to block those shits, and you need to be like, you know what? Fuck you. I'm going to be fucking rich. I'm going to be fucking wealthy. I'm going to be the person that I was destined to be. I'm not destined to be a fucking sheep. I'm not destined to follow people every day of my fucking life.